Real people, real celebrities, real talk.
Join the Breakfast Club.
Blast off in your ear.
Weekday morning, 6 to 10.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We got the biggest boss. Like, you can't even call him the biggest boss anymore. He lost a lot of weight over there.
What's happening? What's happening?
Homie Rick Ross, what up, sir?
You
The
already
most
know.
mid-sized boss.
The mid-sized boss.
Still a big boy. Still a big boy. You know what I'm saying?
Now, how'd you lose so much weight?
Man, I've been working out. You know, I've been on that Ross Fit program. You know what I mean? And you know, it was something that maybe a year and a half ago, you know, Reebok had introduced me to, and you know, I just kept doing my thing, and I done dropped a few of them. You know,
I keep trying to get Envy to do CrossFit with me.
I'm not doing
CrossFit
CrossFit.
with me,
Nah, I work out, but I ain't doing CrossFit.
Man,
That's for animals.
Nah, you gotta
like,
do. You gotta do Ross
a lot
Fit.
of stuff.
Nah, do that Ross Fit. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, it's just that you just turning up. That you just going hard. You just going hard.
Was it hard for you to do that at first, like when you first started doing it? Because I know when you start a new workout routine, and I know that's extremely strenuous.
Most definitely, it was. You know, of course, I was quitting every day. Like, I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? This ain't for Rose. You know what I'm saying? And then they started dragging me out on those them long runs. Well, once you get out there, you out there.
You gotta
so
get back.
I gotta finish. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, you know, I just completed like my first 4 mile walk jog. You know what I mean? So
You said
never
4
know.
mile?
Yeah.
See, that's great. And
That
I
may not be nothing for y'all, but
no, that's great.
you know, I just walk around the mansion. You know what I'm talking about?
That's
it.
like 4 miles.
Yeah, I just walk around the mansion. That's like 4 miles.
You know what I'm saying?
Now let's talk about this mansion. Now you recently shot the video in the mansion in Atlanta.
Yeah, we was down there. We caught a few scenes out there.
So
That
you
was
all
the
living in
song with R.
mansion.
Kelly.
Nah, it's like you know, I'm still doing things to it. You know, I'm one of them people that, you know, I want everything to be meticulously done. You know, from the bottom to the roof of it before.
Right.
You know, I move really anything in. The bedroom's still completely empty.
It gotta be expensive though, Ross. You gotta be spending a lot of money on that crib though.
I mean, you could expect that, but you gotta, you know, most definitely at the end of the day, it's still a huge investment.
Okay.
Right. You got it at a great price.
Of course, and Rose made great investments.
Okay.
And then you probably rent
what
it
I'm
out
saying?
for other people to use for certain purposes.
You never know. You know, I have most definitely I have an idea too for it, but you know, over the last few months, so many propositions that came to where I most definitely know I made a great decision. I'm gonna leave it like that. You feel me?
Nice. Now I had Wingstop for the first time over the weekend because
Oh,
y'all. Well, the one in Brooklyn, I know you own certain franchises. Everybody thinks you own it, and they had police outside all the time, like it's gonna be a riot, like you're gonna be in there serving wings and everything.
Nah, that's the little homie who owned the
Right.
one in Brooklyn. He a super cool young dude, young entrepreneur, young hustler. And, you know, I feel good just being a part of that movement of seeing young entrepreneurs, young black entrepreneurs coming to the fold and, you know, getting in the franchising and holla at me, you know.
Yeah, it was my brother's birthday, so I was like, let me go to Wingstop for the first time and get wings for everybody.
That was player.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna post an Instagram pic, and I had my goddaughter over, and I had a competition with them because I got
This
some.
is child abuse, Ross. This is child abuse. Go ahead.
Now the favorite ones are the lemon pepper wings. Those are my favorites.
Believe
right?
that. Okay.
Yours
okay,
too,
okay,
I'm sure.
Okay, believe that.
But I had got some atomic wings also. Those
Child abuse right
are
here.
very difficult to eat. Okay, I ate a bite of one, and then I was like, can't do no more of this. But I told the kids, I said, listen, I'm gonna give y'all $10 each if y'all eat 2 wings.
$10. That's all she giving them. $10 for them hot ass
Listen,
wings.
they
Child
didn't have
abuse.
to. They didn't have to do it.
I'm calling
Okay.
diapers. Go ahead.
One of them passed out on the floor.
See?
Yo.
I'm calling diapers.
Hey, yo, them atomic wings. I'm a big dude and can't handle that. You
I can't eat those.
So how do you lose the weight with eating Wingstop? Like if Wingstop was in my diet, I would be, I don't even know how big.
Nah, man, and you know, I still hit it up, you know what I'm saying, 3 and 4 times a week. You know what I mean? I'm still in there, you know, at all times. It's just, you know, the other times that I eat, the times that I eat, the other things that I eat. And, you know, the exercise that I get in.
Right.
You know what I mean? And everything fall into place. It's all good.
I got it with salad. I was like, I'm gonna get the lemon pepper wings and a salad on the side. You, know,
Oh,
you gotta
man.
balance your life out a little bit.
Just balance
Ain't
it a
nothing
little
wrong
bit.
with that. You know what I'm saying? Get you a diet Pepsi or something like that. You feel better. Huh?
Now you got the record with R. Kelly.
R. Kelly, believe that.
Now why did you use R. Kelly? Because a lot of people really haven't F with R. Kelly since his whole debacle.
Man, you know, my musical acronym is higher than a lot of other people, man. I'm a fan of the music, the writing skills, you know, the creativity. And R. Kelly has flawlessly brought us, dope records. That's just speaking on the homie, previous.
Right.
But, this record we just did, man, is most definitely a dope record, a feel-good record, you know what I'm saying? Something the chicks gonna be able to turn up to, let the bosses lean on the wall a little bit, you under dig, and just shine for you, you under dig. I see how you looking at me, girl. You see what it is.
Keep doing that.
She ready for
There
it,
you
you
go.
under dig.
But Envy, he was found innocent, just so you know.
I didn't say he was guilty. I just said
whole
debacle.
debacle.
I just said it was a debacle. That's all I said. Just a debacle.
All right.
You see?
Now explain the video a little bit, because you had a lot of people in the video. We've been seeing the pictures all over Instagram.
You had everybody there.
Yeah, man. Matter of fact, I want to bring Dre Films into the fold. This Dre Films right here, the director. Congratulations on your 3rd BET Director of the Year nomination.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
This is first time on, you can say what's up to the family. But
Be behind the scenes.
He said I'm behind the scenes.
yeah, but it was just us, just sitting there thinking, we wanted to bring that feel. So we actually used 2 different mansions for different shots, and we just did it big. The homie took it to that next level. I did my thing. Shout out to the city of Atlanta from Jeezy, T.I. Man, the list just too many to name.
Yeah, I saw Jeezy holding a bottle of Bel Air. You holding a bottle of Emanon.
Right.
So y'all are back how it used to be back in the day when y'all was friends.
we bosses, and that's what bosses do. You know what I mean? And I think that was a great example of that. Yeah. So go get your Avion on.
That was dope. So why so fast? Why this album come back so fast? 'Cause this was a fast one. Usually
Black Friday,
there's
the
little
album comes
time.
out.
This one just seems like it was album coming out. I ain't even hear a single yet.
Yeah, that's how bosses do it. You heard me? But I just felt
That
like
means Ross was to buy something. Ross was like, I'm gonna put another album out right there, so I'm gonna buy something else.
Nah, man, we that cake so stacked that we ain't even got to do that. You know what I'm talking about? Then if we text Def Jam, they'll bring that bag.
Okay.
But
I need that number. That number that you text and they bring that bag.
I got you.
Right, cool.
I text it.
Yeah, I got you too.
Yeah. I got you. But it was just something that I wanted to do. When I recorded the music, if you go back and listen to, my interview speaking to Mastermind, I was saying I felt like I made 2 albums because it was 2 different feelings. Mastermind was the type of album that I wanted to open up. I wanted it to have a rich feel to it. I wanted it to have a Napoleon Hill nostalgia at the beginning, that throwback puff feel midway through, and just certain energies in this right here. This my Geechee Liberace. This a gold ring on every finger. You know what I'm saying? We holding the bottles in the sky, letting the champagne run down our arm, you under dig?
Right.
Yeah, so it's just that feel good record. A lot of 808s, real bass heavy, and you're gonna feel. It's going to feel different to you, so it's going to feel like a full year from the boss.
And you got the song with Stally, Everything a Dope Boy Ever Wanted.
Yeah, shout out to Stally. You already know, October 27th.
You gave Stally a release date. Stally was excited. He finally got his date. He's excited.
The little homie, he earned his release date.
He said he was on you.
Yeah, most definitely. He was on me, and that's what I love to see, man. When you come in the fold and you put that groundwork in. You know what I mean? That's what I love to see the most, because I feel that's what builds the longevity. You understand? But October 27th is going down. The homie got a real dope album. He gonna surprise a lot of y'all who, that's not up on it, but it's a lot of people that know about Stally and know how dope the album is. They pre-ordering the album. You can pre-order it right now. The title is Ohio.
He said he had to slow you down. He said he was making records, and he said you heard a couple of records. It was like, let's go now. He's like, wait, I'm not finished yet. Give me a minute. He's like, nah. Nah, let's go now. He said he had to slow you down a couple occasions.
Because the homie's so smooth and laid back. He a real laid back player kind of dude. And I'm turned up, so when I hear certain, wait, you know what this is? I just want to make sure he know exactly the magnitude of these records and how dope these records are. And, once these records hit the street, you just let your groundwork, fall into place, and you gonna continue to rise, little homie.
Absolutely.
Now, have you been watching your artist Omarion on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood?
I seen the episode.
He's not acting up on there though. He's cool.
A player, man. A player. Congratulations on his new child. You know what I mean?
Right. Nice.
He releasing his album Sex Playlist. The homie been grinding. Yeah.
And then you got caught up in some Love and Hip Hop drama too.
Did I?
A little something. We seen some.
Did I?
Some alleged DMs with Jocelyn on there. So I was like, really, Rick Ross and Jocelyn?
Oh, that's my little homie. She from Miami. She.
That's true.
She from Miami. You know what I mean? So we have a lot of mutual friends in the
You ever
city.
tell her to turn down a little?
Nah, she get money.
Cause she be attacking people? Was she always like that?
Nah, she was always live. She was known to be live. Back then, she was always live. You know what I mean? But at the same time, just to see them shine. I love, I love what they doing.
But if Jocelyn called you and said, "Can she get a feature?" Would you do it?
You never know. We'll have to.
That's a good answer. That's a great answer, Rick Ross.
That's just real talk.
Ross for president right there, boy.
Yeah,
hey,
you never
I'm not
know.
gonna say no. I'm not gonna say yes. You never know.
You never know.
Now, how's Meek doing? What's up with my bro Meek, man?
Man, I talked to Meek 3 nights ago.
Mm-hmm.
My bro doing real good. You know what I mean? You see, we just posted some pictures online last week. You know what I'm saying? The term I like to use is he real close at the door.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And
it ain't the same without Meek out.
Of course not.
Instagram ain't the same.
Of course not.
The
That's
world
Meek
ain't the same
Millie.
without Meek, man.
That's one person I used to see out all the time.
That's the streets, you dig? And when I say the streets, I mean it's one thing, I do so many things. I'm busy a lot, man. I can't. Meek, he'll land off a jet, leave a dirt bike at the jet runway and wheelie the dirt bike from the jet runway through the hood just to see it, so that's that energy that we all miss, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, y'all keep writing the homie, y'all keep supporting the homie. Dreams worth more than money is most definitely coming.
Now, congratulations on making the Forbes list yet again.
Much love. Thank you, baby.
Yeah, because of all of your ventures.
Thank you, love.
Now, I saw the interview that you did where you was like, well, I got this going on. So let's talk about all the things that you have going on. Of course, the albums, the touring, and the Wingstop, the Rose, the Bel Air, all of those things that have you on the Forbes list as a cash king. How do you have time to do all that?
Everything that I rock with, is a part of my lifestyle. It's something that I'm going to do anyway. You know what I mean? I get up. I'm an MCIG ambassador. I get up. I vape early in the morning. As soon as I get up, that's just what I do to get my mind, all the way right. You dig? And, of course,
and you
the
have
music.
a mimosa.
The music is my life. You dig? And, I just enjoy the rosé. It wouldn't be Ricky Rose if I didn't enjoy this. But now it's, you know what I'm saying? It's the Brut, baby.
What's the difference between Brut and rosé for people who don't know?
Well, rosé is really the rose tinted. I like to use that, that term just for people that never tried
color.
it. Yeah, it's a pinkish color, and it's a more of a rose flavor versus a Brut is a more dry champagne feel,
Brut sounds manly, too.
Yeah, it does. But the rosé tastes better in the club.
Yeah, that rosé.
That rosé, good money.
That rosé special, I remember, man, now I got some memories, but
I bet.
Nah, it's all good. But when it come to, just me grinding, I wouldn't be a Trill boss if I ain't represent for my Trill team. You know what I mean? Gucci Poochie, Young Sav, Dallas, you know what I mean? Just everybody putting work in from Def Jam Records to Atlantic Records.
Right.
I go through the buildings and I build and connect with the power players and the ones that I feel really 10 toes down, and that's why you see Sav here with me. And that's what it's about.
Now, when Meek Mill and Wale were going through the little thing on Instagram and Twitter, did you ever jump between them and say, this got to stop? Because you are the boss. You are the captain. You're the one that can to squash it.
You see, it wasn't even, they didn't go through nothing really. Whatever was through out there, 2-3 minutes later, we all was on the phone, and it was a whole nother situation. We always just laughing, moving forward. These homies, this the family, this the team. You know what I mean? And it ain't nothing but love. Did
you ever tell Meek you gotta keep it off Instagram? Because Meek's the type. Meek never holds nothing back. If he has a problem with you, or he don't like something, he's gonna say it to your face.
And Meek don't really drink. Imagine if Meek really drank like that and went on Twitter.
It would be a
problem.
It's most definitely, Meek one of them dudes that I could, say Meek chill, but once he go in his zone, he in his zone. But
and then Wale, like we always say, Wale dark skin with light skin tendencies. So Wale getting his feelings. So it could get.
You gotta love them both, and that's why I love them both. You know what I mean? And when we get on the phone and we go back to our conversations when we was at our first video and just doing what we doing, man. And we built it from the ground up. Wale. We all love him. I love the passion that Wale brings to the game. I feel he most definitely that balance. The rose who may just vape on you and just, turn your head, Wale gonna really, educate you and give you that poetry side to it.
Did you ever have to fix anything? Because Wale will spaz. He's another one that will spaz. He'll spaz on magazines, radio hosts, DJs,
Wale,
label people,
random
spaz.
people at a WWE match.
random people.
Wale go bad on anywhere, but if you know Wale, that's what you gotta love him for.
Right.
That's my homie. I'm with him. I'm gonna enjoy it because when he's gonna be politically correct.
Right.
When he start whatever when he attack you, you know what I mean, and
you can still talk to him. He's not the type of person that just go crazy.
and as soon as you finish with that, he want to go buy some kicks or something. You know what I mean?
I got it off my chest.
Yeah, he got it off his chest. He just a real smooth player.
Now you also got the key to the city in Memphis. I saw. What's your connection with Memphis?
Man, I love Memphis. It's a beautiful city. I was actually my family, a lot of my family is from Memphis and still in Memphis. My mother was raised maybe, an hour outside of Memphis. So we was living in my family was living in Miami. When she was by herself, she went back to Memphis just to have me, stayed a few days, then came right back to.
Oh, so you were really born in Memphis?
No, not in Memphis. An hour out.
Oh, okay.
An hour outside of Memphis. So, her sisters, so on and so forth. That was her support system. So every summer I always went back to Mississippi, Memphis. So I always had the homies, so on and so forth. And, they just recognized me for the amount of jobs I brought to the table. And
that explains Elvis Presley Boulevard.
Elvis Presley Boulevard was just, me really spending time, at this stage of life and really
you usually don't hear that. You hear Martin Luther King Boulevards.
Right.
You hear
Malcolm
X Boulevards. When you did Elvis Presley, I was like, there's no Elvis Presley Boulevard in New York. I don't think. There's not one in Miami. I said, where's this coming from?
And that was, to me, that was the cool thing about doing the record because in Miami, if you ask, one of my peers, so on and so forth, they couldn't tell you a lot about Elvis. They really couldn't. You know what I mean? But, me, over the last year or so, just riding through Memphis and me seeing his impact really on this city, yo. The 2 airplanes in the front yard, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I see what he was doing. I see the vision.
Right.
Regardless of how many years later, I see his vision, you know what I mean? And it was just on my mind, so I just flipped it in the record.
And we got a new record that you're going to be actually putting out now.
Most definitely. This is the new single featuring R. Kelly. Keep doing that.
Now, R. Kelly still sounds good. Like, you haven't heard Kells in a long time.
He's
been putting out music.
That's that Fiesta Kells right there. That's that Fiesta
R. Kelly
Kells.
never stopped doing music.
Now, question in the video, did he come dressed like Soulja Boy? You know that video when he was dressed like a lone kid? Did he come dressed like that, or was he cool Kells?
Kells, he was minked down,
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he was touched,
One time, because he was a little confused. He was dressed, when you I don't want to say the old guy in the club, because they would call me the old guy in the club.
Yeah,
but
I was going to say, Envy, what are you talking about?
You can't dress like a 17-year-old, and I can't dress like a 17-year-old.
Nah, we
but
don't
one
want
time
to.
he was dressed like a 17-year-old, but he changed it quick.
Envy kind of dresses like a 17-year-old.
Shut up.
You do.
Every once in a while. My daughter dresses me. But anyway.
Rick Ross got the fly jacket on. What kind of jacket is that?
Oh, this tailor-made. You know what I
Okay.
mean? You already know. Shout out to Talia Coles. That's who touched us. She the one who blessed Kells with that mink vest he had on as well. So, I just keep, the team tight.
Okay, all right.
I ain't gonna wear the kitty clothes, you dig?
You hear this, Envy?
Shut up.
What? I'm just
Now, recently,
trying to help.
not even recently, a couple months ago, you were in Detroit, and everybody knows you were going to do a show in Detroit, and there was this whole situation with Trick. Whatever happened with that situation with Trick, and would you go back to Detroit?
Most definitely, I go back to Detroit. You know? Most definitely. I just felt it was a lost opportunity for the city. You know what I mean? And I ain't tripping at all. How to move forward, and we doing our thing. But I wouldn't mind going back to Detroit at all.
Now they call it let's say a no-fly zone. I guess that's what they would say, a no-fly zone. Would it be the same for him in Miami?
I won't even use him as an example because I don't like doing that. You know, but in Miami, it's different. If it's an issue, it's an issue. So it ain't no gray area.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's going down or it ain't going down. What's happening? So that was just how we was raised. Not saying nobody else ain't doing their thing, but we ain't doing them blogs. That's why you don't see Rose doing blogs, you know, with other, we getting paper. We don't want them to see that. Not only that, you know, when we holler at you, we ain't gonna blog. It's all love. You feel me?
All right, now also Brianna, she's on Sisterhood, what is it called? Sisterhood of Hip Hop?
Brianna Perry.
Brianna Perry. Now, she talks very highly of you. Now, how was her as a youngin' growing up? Because she said she was always in the studio with you and she was always working with you. So how was Brianna?
Brianna was always, really, she was just always, you know, just, you know, from her mom, we always seen her just, you know, as a youngster. Her mom always coming through wherever we was at, you know what I mean? And so Brianna always ended up in the studio. I'm talking maybe from, I don't want to sound, when she was 8 years old maybe, you know what I mean?
So she was destined to rap.
Most definitely. She was always, you know, come stand in the, look in the booth, just looking there, you know. And as she got older and she started, you know, they started playing around with the music and, you know, they started liking how she run on stage. She'll do a little dance, do a little something. And, you know, Missy took out on the road and did some things with her, Trina as well. So, you know, she was just always doing her thing. So I'm happy for her. Shout out to Brianna Perry.
Now, reality shows. Would you ever do a reality show? What do you think about reality shows? Is there enough money in the world to put Ross on a reality show?
You know, I really don't know how the business is for the reality shows because the one or two they approached me for, you know, I wasn't interested, nor, you know, I could really do at the time.
What did they approach you for Love and Hip Hop?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I
couldn't see Ross on Love and Hip Hop.
Can you imagine?
I couldn't see that.
Nah.
I could put it in an a-hole. I just couldn't see that on Love and Hip Hop.
Nah.
I don't think you could see that.
You know, I really don't know what the business like, or what the, you know, on the reality shows, but I won't say I wouldn't.
T.I. gets a lot of money from his. I mean, he executive produces it. It's a family-oriented show. He has a lot of control over it.
I would love to see
I'm sure
Ross
if you
and
had
his
control
family.
over it.
I'd love to see Ross and his son. That would be interesting.
And you were executive producer of it. It could be in a more of a docu-series type of situation. You could see that, you know, running an empire.
You never know. And see, you know, for me, that's what I would rather it be. You know, something leaning towards, you know, what I love to do. Watching the team come together, watching us put our videos together, or the music, the albums, or so on and so forth. Us putting 2 albums together in 1 year, as well as releasing 3 or 4 others on the label and all our other ventures. So it's
couple girl fights, not too many, right? Just a couple.
Nah, we believe in, you know, teaching our women to get along, and you know what I mean?
You never had teaching our women to get along.
Yeah. I don't want you to fight, baby.
Better fall in line,
You never had a situation like what Birdman just had, where a girl runs up in the house and catches you with somebody else and goes crazy?
That's allegedly.
That was a few.
I mean, that's alleged. Years. I'm just.
You know, that was, I'm proud of my homie. That's Stunner. You know, that's a player move. Shout out to Stunner. Believe that. They brawling outside. Yeah. That's my dog.
I know you had some of those.
See, I missed that. When they told me about that, I was like, and I'm like, and they locked up. Stunner just was blowing while she was on the other side of the door. But anyway, but you know, yeah, you gotta love that. Just being a player, you know what I'm saying? R&B getting locked up, you know. But anyway, you know, that was a few years back for me. You know, now I'm just trying to keep it smooth.
People can't get past security now. They can't just.
We just trying to keep it smooth. You know what I mean? When you come through, it's all love.
It's all love.
It's all love.
Listen, you gotta get along with her. Everybody be happy.
There you go. There you
we just all partying tonight. That's all we doing. You know what I'm saying?
Now the album comes out when, Ross?
Oh man, November 24th. My new album, Hood Billionaire. This is for the streets. We feeding the streets. Man, it's gonna be most definitely heavy.
Now who's on the album? Usually we get a nice Ross Hove connection. We got Hove on this one?
Yeah, you got Hove on this one. Shout out to J Hove. Shout out to Rock Nation. You under dig. And this one, yeah, we taking it to the street. We moving bass on this.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's Rick Ross. Album comes out on the 24th.
November 24th. Shout out to Stally. He in stores October 27th. Double MG, the Empire. You heard me?
All right, it's the Breakfast Club, Rick Ross.